YouTube. My apologies. Uh, what's going on is I'm sitting in California. Been sitting in here all weekend. Been up, sleep, up, sleep. And when I went to sleep last time, I was sleeping really good. Presently, right now, it's like what 2 o'clock in the morning out here in California. So I kind of overslept, set the clock, but was knocked the heck back out. But I did just wake up. Well, I literally just woke up, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And let me get up and going. And then my producers calling me, "Hey, man, hey, hey." Like, well, I can't do nothing talking to your behind. Hello, somebody. But that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. This is how we do. Um, I'm not a full time YouTuber. Um, and I actually have a job. But we good. We good. We good. I'm gonna talk to y'all while I wake the heck up, and we're gonna figure it out. Good morning. Good morning, Mike. Yep. Yeah. It's that's what it was. Oh, jeez. Um, what? Trying to figure what out. Just waking up. But that's all good. It's all good. Um, but yeah, been stuck here all weekend. So I'm gonna call in them today. Get make sure he sets up my layover pay. But yeah, other than that, that's the wake up. But it's all good. Anything I want to talk about today was and is a lesson that I still haven't learned yet. And that lesson is staying in my dang lane. A lot of people don't understand. They think it's a joke. They think, yeah, he's just saying what he's saying. But I am highly sensitive. Another word for that, empath, emotional empath at that. Been saying it for years, and I don't like to say it, but it is what it is. Um, but in the last couple of years, I've kind of ventured out and started doing things. One of those things was, you know, doing this YouTube. And everybody that on YouTube says that you really need to have thick skin, you know, because people will say stuff to you and it's not going to be nice. You know what I mean? It's not going to be nice. And I need to learn how to deal with it. And a lot of times I learn how to deal with it by not saying anything, not doing anything, not uh not being confrontational and stuff like that. But people don't realize, yeah, I say I'm highly emotional, but I ain't no bitch. I will put you in your place. I will shut you down because, like I said, when stuff happens, it happens in a different way. I have just as just as much strong anger issues, actually, probably stronger than other folks, because I can actually flip off real quickly, and it's more intense for me. That's why I like to avoid stuff. Um, but that's neither here nor there. So let me tell you what let me tell you what happened. All right. I'm a part of a not a part of I'm not even gonna say that because I do like lawn care. Um I do like um lawn mowers, lawn machines, small engines and stuff like that. I'm part of, like, I guess I belong to five different not YouTube, five different Facebook groups. One is Toro, the other one is John Deere, the other one is um golf equipment, golf course equipment, which is that stuff. And um I posted on one of the places. It's called Atlanta Dominators, and it's like the same thing everywhere you go. Everybody has some always. It's always something negative to freaking say. Always, it's always something negative to freaking say. And I have posted that there is a um an aerator. It's a John Deere 800 aerator that's on sale and it's salvaged. It's on sale at the auction and it's salvaged. And I said, as always, I have to accept one, I just came from there. Two, don't have no more money. Three, need to stop buying stuff. And I need to accept that. And I just put it out there. I took I did a screenshot. I posted on the page. I said, for, a lot of you heavy hitters, you're always talking about, aerating and stuff like this. This is something that possibly might have one little simple thing wrong with it. It's salvage. And I said the reason behind that is I've bought like six salvage things and I fixed all of them except for one. And I've done it for under three to $400. I said this might be one of those. And I posted that. It said, good luck. I can't buy it. It might be worth something. It's right now the high bid is $2. And the last one of the guys in that Atlanta Dominators was like, "Man, I should have bid on it." I said, "Yeah, you should have bid on it because it turns out I was the guy that was you were bidding against, and nobody bid on it, and I won it." I'm just telling the truth. So one guy sends a message. He Instead of them reading what I said, oh, I wouldn't get that. It's a professional one. Okay, dummy. Most of the lawnmowers that y'all use, those real mowers, they're professional real mowers that you bought at the same place or you bought from someone else. Do you see what I'm saying? The Toro Greensmasters, professional ones. Someone bought it from somebody else who bought it from someone that sold it at a golf course. The the John Deere's, any John Deere is professional if it's a real mower. And the same thing. You bought it from somebody that bought it from somebody that bought it from somebody that bought it from golf course. So that was a stupid response. But I said, okay, here we go. We got the negative Nellies. Then another one said, I wouldn't I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't buy one of them because soon as you hit a rock or a root, you're done for. It's broke and everything. And then I responded back, you know, um, that's not true. This freaking thing's a tank. I hit a root, and all it did, it made my core aerator. It jumped. That's all it did. It hit that root, and it just pushed it up. It jumped. It's like it wanted to pop a wheelie, and that's it. And another guy was like, "Well, if the actuator's on it, if the actuator on it is broke, um, each one costs $1,200. Okay, that's what 2,400 if you got to pay for both of them." And again, I said, that's if that's what's going on with it. If that is the worst case scenario, you can still sell that thing for 7 or 8 grand. Do you see what I mean? And oh, I wouldn't get it. Oh, and the other guy was one guy. But I would. They're discontinuing that line, so I wouldn't get it. Okay, well, that's the reason why we buy this stuff. We buy it used and hope for the best. But instead, you morons, you got every excuse in the book. Oh, it's 1,200 a piece. But these same guys will top dress their lawn once a year. That's $500. They'll hire somebody to core aerate. That's twice a year. That's another 100. It's freaking another That's another $100. They'll they'll use these fertilizers. One bag is 80 to 90 bucks, and especially if they use that char, that hemachar or whatever. That's another 100. Do you see what I'm saying? You're throwing all that money out of there, or if they put there's a certain type of top dressing that whatchamacallit has, which is $200 a freaking bag. It's $200 a bag. And he's got, I got 3 bags of this top dressing. I got 3 bags of this top dressing. And I'm counting in my head. That's $600 for something where you could pay. I believe it's like a scoop of a scoop of the whatchamacallit sand. It's called Mason sand. A scoop of Mason sand is like $60. And you know, a scoop of this other, manure and not a scoop, but a bag of that, you know, it's like, so for like 65, $70, you get all the same stuff together, mix it up by hand in a dumpster, and then spread it out on the lawn. And I could do the same thing that they're doing for $200 a bag for like 60 to $70. You know what I'm saying? For like 60 or $70, the same thing. Oh, and I have this lawn care business doing this for me, and I've had it with my lawn. It's not growing, and my wee wee hurts. You know what I mean? And then I'm thinking about it, and I'm getting furious, and I'm thinking about it. I'm getting furious, and I'm adding up. Wait a minute, you guys be wasting this, and all I was saying was, I'm just a guy that don't know nothing, and in that post I said, attention DIYers, this might be a good deal, and like just like you said, Mike, they're idiots. So and I was gonna go off. I'm gonna do a long post, and like these mother effers don't give a flip. They don't care. So why am I acting like, and that is kind of the problem, and the kind of the situation is I care. I care too much. I give too much of a flip, and I'm always paying for it. I'm always paying for it. And that could go to anything in life itself. When you care too much, people just want to come in, they want to step on your feelings, they want to step on your livelihood, they want to step on, and this is not my livelihood, this is just nothing but a hobby. There's nothing but a hobby. And I need to stop. It's fun, but I get myself all turned up. I get myself all upset. Exactly. I get myself all upset. And I need to leave these fools to their misery. I really do. Because, and I volunteered, said, I'm going to, do some core rating, air rating for free, and then, interview the people at their houses and stuff like that. But I learned, I had to, it had to dawn on me that honestly, I really can't do that. And the reason behind it is worst case scenario, if something goes down and my aerator cuts out and doesn't want to start, how am I going to get this thing off their lawn? You know what I mean? I had to come to the conclusion, no, because see, this is what happens. Folks start tripping when something go wrong, and that happened. I mean, it just happened one time. It cut out, and I was trying to get the daggone thing started again. Figuring it out, and I had left it on the lawn for about an hour. Then I finally got it started again, and got the hydraulic raised so I could move it. But there's no safety, whatever. Once those hydraulics are down, and you got to pull out all of the core, the spikes and everything. You got to take them off the machine. You got to have a jack lift the machine up out of the ground. There's a lot to do if this thing just cuts out, and I don't want that drama. So I had to figure out that I can't be volunteering. I only got to do my house, or like Charles, because he'll understand. And he'll help me do what I got to do to get it off his lawn. You know what I mean? But I had to figure that out. And I'm like, another thing I had to accept. See, because this it's part of my personality. Everybody's my buddy, 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 and we're friends and compadres and everything. No, everybody ain't your dang friend. And I get that way when I start, because I'm again obsessive compulsive. I get that way, and I'm like, hey, whoa, hold up, player. Everybody ain't your friend. Yeah, you got these YouTube friends, but and a lot of them ain't your friend. You know, it's give and take. A lot of them are, but a lot of them ain't. And I keep on forgetting that because honestly, this is the first time in years I'm having so much fun. Even then, when I overslept, which is a rarity, I get my ass reamed. Hey man, what the heck? Which is freaking comical and hilarious, but honestly, that's what good friends are. They got your back. You know, got your back when you ain't got you got your own. I'm sitting here, I sleep, I sleeping good, which I ain't did in a long time. But I was sleeping good. I mean, knock the heck out. Yeah, I've only found out that I was empathetic, you know, short time ago. And part of my personality is, um, I can deal with it. I can do stuff like normal people, which I can't. I just can't. Because when I read all that stuff, I was in my feelings, and I was about to cuss all of them out. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. But I'm gonna continue to keep on reminding myself to stay in my lane and stop venturing out of my lane. That's the hardest part. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. That's the hardest part. Um, whew. Unfortunately, the way I wake up is I just sit here and look out at the. I sit out here and look out in the dark, but I had to jump up and get online. Couldn't do it. Miss T, she gets on when she gets on. But hey, it's always good to have dedicated folks that have your back. Hey, quick subject change, Mike. I got these. Something is eating my peppers again. It's not holes. It's like they done ate the green off the plant, and but it looks like a clear hole. And I've been spraying the top. I'm gonna spray the bottom of the leaves with neem oil, and I've been spraying it, so hopefully new leaves are popping in and they're getting bigger and bigger. Let's see, I wonder. That's what pisses me off when I get the plants are getting really big, and now something else, something new is attacking it. You know, that's frustrating. Yeah, it's trying to let stuff go is the hard part. You know, um, with my lawn, I need to buy from now on. I just need to go ahead and buy from Super Sod, but I don't think I'm getting any more sod right now. If I do, it's gonna get small pieces from local folks to cover stuff up. But the I keep on buying. The company says, "Oh, we get it fresh weekly," and blah blah. Yeah, they buy a whole bunch of pallets of sod, and it's been sitting there and being smothered for about 2 weeks. Then they sell it to you like it's fresh, and I got a batch of that crap. And I'm so thankful that you know most of the the top side is coming back, and I've got like two or three spots on my lawn in the front right side that hasn't turned green, but everything else did, and they literally died the heck out. And a lot of times with Bermuda, what I'm learning from Bermuda, if the roots are still good, it'll come back. Yeah. Um, I wonder if I could do some like some dish soap or dish liquid, put it in a sprayer and spray that on those areas and see if that does anything. But it's slowly coming back. So next time I go through the house or when I get home next time, I'm gonna put a good dose of nitrogen on the lawn. The other side is checkered. As you could see it on the camera, it's like one box green, one box yellow, one box green, one box yellow. I could deal with that too because the next toy I'm gonna buy is a plugger. It's like you can buy a square one or a tubular one, a circular one, and you could get plugs from one spot where it has the good grass, and then you could put it over in the other spot which has the dead grass, and then you fill the holes with sand, and the good grass will actually spread out. It's gonna take some time, but it'll spread out, and then I think that's probably one I might have to do. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll try that too. Jesus. But hey, I'm learning, but I don't want the I'm jumping around because I'm reading what Mike said. I don't want my plants to die. Shoot, man, you know, I started out with 20 of them. Now I got one, two, I'm down to four, and two are really robust. You know, but I don't know. We'll see. Don't want to get what's the word? I don't want to get discouraged, but I know next time when I get that topsoil, I'm gonna get a big um tinfoil pan, put the topsoil in there, put it in the oven. I'm gonna bake it. I'm gonna bake that freaking dirt. So whatever's in there ain't gonna be in there no more. You know what I mean? I guess those are the things that y'all gotta do. But hey, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. um, yeah, I was gonna run when I got on my feelings reading these things, just trying to tell folks blah blah blah. I'm trying to help people out, blah blah blah. I'm trying to do this, blah blah blah, and I had to really talk to myself. Are you are you having fun? Because when you're not having fun no more, you do this. When you're not having fun no more, you do this. When you're not having fun no, you say this. I'm not having fun no more. And normally I'd cut you out and then keep it moving. I'm not having fun no more. Well, now I have to learn. Okay, just because you ain't having fun doesn't mean that you done that. You need to run away. What is this group doing for you before you before you unfriend yourself, close it out, and don't open it ever again? I'm learning. um, what diseases that go with the lawn that I have on my front. Because right now, uh, it's above 50% of the lawn is now Bermuda. Okay. And what I figured out, don't put no more on there because this is a test. Bermuda needs to have a lot of sun. And I've watched my lawn, watched the area for years now. I know for a fact that that sun will gleam on my house, my home, especially in the month of June and August. That sun will be directly overhead. I can't even barbecue in the backyard in June and August. Actually, July. I'm sorry, July and August, because that sun will be beaming like a magnifying glass dead over on my porch in the back. I mean it's. Oh, I just read what you said. Yeah, I actually have liquid kelp. I was on that. And I need all these micronutrients for the lawn. um, and again, I've been experimenting. I dropped two different sets right in the middle of my lawn, and the top has been struggling, but the bottom has been doing great. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Um, I just have to realize that I don't have the money to do everything I need to do right now. I need to learn how to save up because I'm quick to pull out a dang credit card. I'm quick you know, to do that, and that's another problem. See, I'm trying to management everything. I have this hobby that I really enjoy, and I go overboard because I've only got a few days when I come home. Instead of sitting on my behind and relaxing, no, I find enjoyment in doing lawn care and lawn work of my own yard. But then I do a whole lot, and I wear myself out. So now what I need to do is get a notebook and say, I'm only going to do this, this, and this when I go home, and then that takes some time out. Just take some time out. That's not easy for me because I love doing this stuff. So I have to find that what equilibrium. I have to find uh that give and take between what I want and what I do and so forth. I gotta find that. Um, it's a learning process, just like dealing with these idiots. And you try to give your 2 cents, and then you know what? This is my platform where I give my 2 cents, and I'm gonna leave it there. You know what I mean? It's like instead of going off on somebody on their channel or in someone else's live, I've used my platform to give a response. And yeah, people are childish. Yeah, they don't know how to talk to other folks. And yeah, but this is what happens when I throw myself out there. So I have to learn to put my you know put myself back, step back, put myself back into the right situations, and keep it there. What's up, peoples? Um, Here's the funny thing. You know, normally I have bandana on, but we ain't we ain't wearing a blue bandana in California. If you want to live, shit. That's the crazy part about that. We ain't putting no blue bandana on in California. I want to live. You think these trucking companies will warn you? Hey, we got an all red shirt that we give to y'all, to broadcast that you work for Night Transportation. By the way, you probably don't want to. You probably don't want to wear that in special areas like Los Angeles and in San Diego and in certain areas. Actually, don't wear it anywhere. Period. Anywhere. Period. Why do you say that? Because some fool might shoot you, thinking you a blood, and don't have no fancy, just all blue shirt. It's just some common sense. You know. Let me see. Let me see what Mike say. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Appreciate that wisdom, Mike. But yeah, I never thought I would. Most of the stuff that I learned is just because of you know it's actually give and take. Learning, certain things about lawns and mowers and stuff like that is because I stepped out there. I was terrified because I said to myself, "Well, how am I gonna figure this out? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even have the tools." And one, they just gave me a reason to go buy some more tools. That's the funny part. One, it gave me more reason to go buy tools. Um, Two, I just said, well, you know what? These small engines, they one, you need spark, you need gasoline, um, you need compression. First of all, let's try those three things. Look for those things, and you could figure it out. And an overwhelming uh an overwhelming stretch of satisfaction had had hit me so many times. It's it's it was like you know it was like having it's like drinking a 12 pack of beer on an empty stomach, and you get so intoxicated. So when you've learned something and you want to tell the masses, this is what I learned, look at me, and they kick you in the nuts and kick you to the curve, you feel like an idiot when you know you ain't an idiot, when you know you're not an idiot. I guess that form of rejection, the negative Nellies, you know, it's hard, but you got to get used to it. And that'll happen for folks, for, people like me that do YouTube. Well, why are you doing that? Ain't nobody want to watch that. crazy thing about YouTube, you don't know what folks want to watch. You don't know what niche is going to be the one that takes off. Do you know I do, um I do videos, just real short 10-second videos. I do short 10-second videos where I have a truck passing me and I just add music to it. 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. That's freaking been my livelihood on this channel. I've grown because of that. I can see it in my analytics. And I said, well, okay, well, once I get to 1,000, I need to start doing some longer videos. Well, longer than the shorts, because the shorts don't count, which I think is totally unfair. Shorts don't count towards your hours. I mean, I got a ton of hours because of those shorts, but they don't count. But I was to the point of focusing on my friend count. I'm say friend because we ain't supposed to say the other thing. And I said once I hit past that, I'm going to go back and work on the hours. Um, you gotta hang in there. I'm gonna say it like this: hang in there. So, because brother, trying to get to that next level it's not easy. Trying to get to that next level is not easy. It's a part of the natural progression. It's part of the natural progression, but you have to hang in there. I could have put the word out to have people, hey, watch my playlist, watch this, watch that. But then YouTube got hip to that, and they see if the people, the algorithm catches you running a playlist, you could possibly lose your channel and all this other crazy stuff. So I'm like, no, we ain't gonna do that. We're just gonna keep, don't get upset. We can have fun. We can be positive. We can move forward and potentially get to the spot where we want to do. But see, I'm so happy, I'm a happy, goofy person. Hey, 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 I want to be on everything. I want to be on everybody's live and whatever. And then you know what? You get your daggone feelings hurt. Because everybody ain't nice like you think they are. I remember I got on and I was surprised I did that. I went on Miss T's live one time and I said something and someone that was on the panel gave me a smart ass remark. And I was so proud of myself. I said, why did you do that? Why did you even say that? I said, I came on here, with a positive attitude, wanted to say a few things and get off. And you had to talk to me like that? Wow. You know, people don't, a lot of people, a lot of us, we take a lot of crap and don't respond back. And if any of you guys that are in that have gone through that or normally going through that, my hat is off to you. What's that song? You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words, I think it's words can get you down or whatever. You are a wonderful person that doesn't respond back, you know, drama for drama. But every once in a while, we, I, we have to mark our territory and say something. You know, sometimes you got to act the fool. Sometimes you got to tell somebody at work. I'm not saying all the time. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't don't use my advice. But yeah, and you're right, Mike. I just move on. I got no time. You're right. But sometimes your body's even your body, even your subconscious, even your conscious, even your spirit, the good side of your spirit and the bad side of your spirit. Sometimes you got to come out and say something because people get off on trying to put you down. Sometimes you got to stand up for yourself. And it doesn't have to be yelling and screaming and cussing or whatever, but you can say it in a respectful way and in an assertive way to let them know, excuse me, who are you talking to like that? We're all grown adults here. We're not children. I'm not your child. I'm not your baby. And another one, I'm not your enemy. I'm not talking to you like that. So what makes you think you could speak to me like that? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes, because I'm just telling you because sometimes sometimes it'll come out. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. You are so right. Um, it can be exhausting. Actually, a lot of them, we want to be honest. That those channels that are exhausting, it gave me conversational ideas to bring to this channel. You know, these things are still a part of life. Again, I am not a professional. I'm not a, someone who, I'm just telling you guys through my personal experience. My personal experience has shown me about certain things like this, and this is how I've dealt with them. Um, the truth is, Mike, getting back in my lane and staying in my lane is where I'm the happiest. I have ventured out to see how much and how far and and what I can take. And then, but I venture out. You know how when you get out of your lane to get in the passing lane and then get back in your lane. I be getting out of my lane, and I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people that I'm that fool. You ever be on the highway and you wonder why there's one person in the fast lane doing the speed limit? That's what's going on here. I jump out into the speed limit, the speed lane, the fast lane, the passing lane, and I ain't passing. Look at that. I just checked myself. Jump down the speed lane, ain't passing, but I'm going for miles and miles, not in the lane I need to be in, but I'm on the far left lane, causing all. I could be causing the internal strife. Do you see what I'm saying? Look, we're working here. We're figuring it out. I'm causing my own crap because I didn't learn how to get out in that lane, pass, and then come back into the regular lane. You see what I'm saying? And that's good because you know what? I'm forever trying to learn, forever trying to understand, and forever trying to figure we call this thing called life. You feel me? Trying to figure it out, trying to understand it is freaking hilarious. That's the thing about doing stuff like this. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We always do. We always do. um, that part of it is the understanding part. But we just have to learn how to understand it. You know what I mean? Like um there's that gospel song, well, we will understand it better by and by. I remember I used to just cry out to God. Why? Why? We'll understand it better by and by. So it might take a minute, but you'll understand. It might take a minute that you'll understand what I'm doing in your life. It might take a minute, you'll understand. It might take a minute, you know. Buddy of mine, he come calling me. It's kind of hurt my feelings. Texting me, asking to borrow money. If I got it, it's yours. If I don't got it, I'm gonna try to find it, and it's still gonna be yours. But he's not understanding that he needs to put himself on a budget, stick to it. If you're gonna live in such a high price city. Now, I had some money set aside to pay some bills. I'm actually ahead of myself paying the bills. And turns out the money he's asking he needs for his rent. I could have been a dick and said no, I don't have it because I don't. That's the money I got set aside for my own bills. But we have been friends over 50 years. I am eventually going to have to talk to him. I don't want to hurt his feelings. But some words going to have to be said. Like, look, bro, the only time you contact me is to ask for money. Come on, man. We've known each other too long. We've known each other over 50 years. You know, that bothers me. I just lent him some money and I gave him some more. In other words, that money gone. I'm not expecting it back. And I'm okay with that. Because thank God I'm ahead in my bills. If I get that money back, it'll blow me away, but I'm not expecting it. But I'm eventually gonna have to cut them off because I'm not buying any more lawnmowers or whatever. I gotta pay that stuff off though. That crap's on my credit card. You know, I'm not a baller. I owe Charles money, boy. We going to I gotta get that money up for you. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. Funny part there is drama in the okay, let me say. Yeah, but it made you unhappy because the energy it put on you. Yeah. Um my problem is soon as I get hit with that negative energy, I have to learn, and I have not yet to learn this, how to take that negative energy in, don't hold on to it, and let it go. I hold on to it, and it scares me, and then that energy becomes anger and comes out the wrong way. I got to learn how to. It's like you ever burn something on the stove in your house, and that smoke hits a smoke detector, and you got to open up the front door, then you got to open up the back door, and you got to turn on the fans. And what does that do? That lets the good air come in and shoot out the other way. The same thing with negative energy. I got to learn how to open up the front door and the back door and let that stuff come in the front and shoot out the back. Let's be honest. And I haven't learned that. I got to learn how to do that. Um, I got to stop holding on to that negative energy. When you hold on to it, it can fester in you and become it could become a sore, it could become a wound, and be infected and start infecting you as a person. Got to learn how to let that mess go. I don't have the surefire way, but I'm working on it. I don't have the surefire way, but I'm working on it. But until then, I got to get in my lane and stay there and come out every once in a while instead of instead of just um, getting out of my lane and staying out of it. That's the same thing with this lifestyle and trying to eat healthy or whatever. I lose a couple of pounds, and next thing you know, I'm super ninja, and I'm stuffing my face, and I'm gonna be all right because I lost such and such. I can do it again. No, that's stupid. Get in that healthy eating range and stay there. Teach yourself to stay there. That's what I need. That's what I'm doing. I'm not telling nobody out there what to do. I'm telling you what I need to do, what I'm working on. Um, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna be positive about it. We're gonna be moving the right way about it, and we're gonna figure it out. And we're going to uplift each other. We're gonna move in a way that is what I'm about to use a big word. Don't even know what the meaning is. Substantial to one another. And we're gonna keep moving forward. You guys say a prayer for me because I'm heading back. I'm heading back east, so I got to put the pedal to the metal today. I'm gonna try to do like 550 a day. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Try to do like 550 a day. Um, especially once I get out of the mountains, but we'll figure it out. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down. Apologize for being late this morning. Um, always remember, try not to be stressed because you're always blessed. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that God loves you and I love you too. Thanks for stopping by early in the crack of dawn because it's like 3:10 here. Don't call me up. Hey, get up. It's freaking 2 o'clock. Well, it's what you want, bro. Jesus. I can't wait to get back in the normal central or eastern. It's much easier. Get up. 2 o'clock in the morning. What the heck? All right. Y'all have a blessed day. Know that if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. Peace out.